What's up, everyone? Welcome to P4P TV. This is Michael, and it's been a while, but I'm back. It's raining Aussies, like drop bears diving from eucalyptus trees and descending on unsuspecting tourists below. Australian fighters continue their march onto the boxing world stage. Liam Parrow makes his UK debut when he takes on Liverpudlian and Robbie Davies Jr. in the Echo Arena on the 11th of March. Parrow, the newly signed Matchroom fighter, will defend his global super lightweight title and inch closer to a full major belt should he win. Almost a month later, Kiwi-born but long-time Australian resident Floyd Mason takes on Fabio Turchi in Queensland for the vacant IBO Cruiserweight title. Lucas Brown faces Jermell Big Baby Miller also in March. And lastly, and our focus in this video, Tim Tszyu will take on American Tony Harrison for the vacant WBO Interim World Super Welterweight belt and a shot at getting back in pole position for a previously scheduled but then postponed undisputed bout with Jermell Charlo. Tszyu versus Harrison goes down at the Qudos Bank Arena, Sydney, March the 12th. Tim the Soul Taker Tszyu is being underestimated, it would seem, by his upcoming opponent in the lead-up to their bout. Harrison has gone on to clarify that he doesn't overlook any man, and that he isn't doing that with Tszyu. But many fight fans are not convinced. To be fair, the message Harrison is really trying to get across is that he does not rate Tszyu's boxing ability. Putting that judgment aside, a studious look over Tszyu's resume would draw the conclusion that what Tszyu has accomplished thus far is impressive and he's only getting better. Making his US debut in early 2022, Tszyu fought American veteran Tyrell Gachet, a man that despite only managing a draw and a loss went the distance with guys like Erickson Lubin, Austin Trout and Edis Lundy Lara. Leading up to their bout, boxing gurus predicted that Gachet would give Tszyu a boxing lesson. After an early scare in round one, Tszyu got off the canvas and went on to dominate and beat Gachet by unanimous decision on American soil. Class dismissed. Before that, Tszyu disarmed the hard-hitting and strong Takeshi Inoue to beat him by unanimous decision. And before that, Tszyu stopped the brave Steve Spark, who stepped up a division to meet Tszyu. The same Spark that gave rising prospect Montana Love all he could handle in their bout, also on US soil. So much so, in fact, that Montana chucked Spark out of the ring from frustration, earning a disqualification that awarded Spark the win. Tszyu also overcame the rough and rugged tactics of Jeff Horn. Tszyu's hybrid style of boxer/puncher and pressure fighter makes it difficult for even seasoned boxers to catch a break. Constantly coming at them, if the bloke across the ring from him doesn't stop Tszyu in his tracks, eventually he will break you down. Harrison can stick that jab in Tszyu's face all night, that's true. It's a great and educated jab, and Harrison has stopped 21 opponents in his 33 pro fight career. He carries legit power. Tszyu has gone down to the canvas a couple of times, this is also true. But this is where it gets interesting. Tszyu has risen up each time and gone on to win. Harrison on 3 occasions was unable to continue the fight and see the final bell. If Harrison can't stop Tszyu coming forward, if he eventually succumbs to the pressure, if he's caught by a Soul Taker body shot, will Harrison go down and out for a 4th time? I imagine Harrison has no intentions on letting that happen. Tony Superbad Harrison was surprised that Team Tszyu gave him the nod to challenge Tim for a shot at getting a rubber match with Jermell Charlo and getting a second win over Charlo should Harris get past Tszyu. In fact, Tony went on to say that if the roles were reversed, he would not have extended the same courtesy to either Tim or any other fighter, in fact, and would have instead opted to sit tight and wait for Charlo and for the opportunity of becoming undisputed and unified champion. It says a lot about where Harrison's head is at. He wants that undisputed shot. He wants it badly. And why not? After all, as we have heard almost ad nauseum, Tony Harrison is the only man to give Charlo an L next to his name, albeit controversial. Brian Castano came close. Many believe he did beat Charlo, but regardless, the officials deemed that fight a split decision draw. In both cases, Charlo went on to avenge the only 2 indiscretions on his resume. 29 wins with 21 by way of KO, 3 losses, all by KO and the single draw. Harrison has been fighting as a pro since 2011 and amassed a very respectable resume, and he comes into this fight the more experienced boxer. The Detroit native and Kronk product, Harrison is patient in the ring, waiting to counter an aggressive fighter, a come-forward fighter like Tim Tszyu. Harrison will have deja vu facing Tim because he once again finds himself in a position where all the pressure is on the other guy, just like in the first bout with Charlo, only with slight differences. He's fighting Tszyu in his backyard, in front of his fans, and all the expectations to go on and not just be victorious against a dangerous, top-tier and elite individual, something Harrison has already done, but to look convincing doing it is on Tszyu's shoulders. After all, if Tszyu just scrapes the W by the skin of his teeth, will it be an ominous sign for the day, if it happens, that Tszyu and Charlo finally meet? Harrison is strong with a great gas tank. Both guys have great cardio, in fact. Harrison has the reach and height advantage. In terms of resume, Harrison has the bigger scalp, fighting out of the orthodox stance with a high guard, quick and nasty jab and check right hook. It won't be an easy night for Tszyu, and there are a few landmines that he needs to be careful to not step on. Another factor to consider is that both fighters had their last fight almost a year ago. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to shake hands with this guy, but I'm going with Tszyu to win by late stoppage. I can hear our American fans laughing their asses off right now, and I get it. It's not like Harrison is just going to stand there and get hit. But if Tszyu can pressure Harrison intelligently, not just walking onto shots, keeping his head off center line or at least more head movement than we've seen in the past, remember to put the phone to his ears immediately after throwing, keep patient and not get sucked into countering traps, and just keep pressing, looking for openings to clip Harrison's chin with something substantial, a chin that has let him down on a few occasions, then I believe Tszyu can do it. Remember to jab that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you will receive some cool perks. If you're looking for some new threads, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, and much, much more. So head on over to our Michael Akobi P4P TV stores. They can be found on Redbubble and Spreadshirt. Join me on my travels and head on over to my other YouTube channel titled Barefoot and Free. There you can follow me as I traverse the many parts of our planet and occasionally get into a spot of bother. Nonetheless, it's always fun and entertaining. If you're struggling with some of life's obstacles and challenges, my book, How to Get Out of Life Traps, might just be the answer that you're looking for to help guide you through the difficult times. It's helped many get past some of their darkest moments, and it might do the same for you. You can purchase it on Amazon, where you can also find a wide range of my other works. Those works include screenplay to book adaptations, a fairly unique concept, with genres covering comedy, heist and revenge, drama, supernatural and crime, if that's more your cup of tea. You can find them by following the link provided. Thank you for watching P4P TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one.